James dodged an attack as he approached the rock bear. That was close, James said as he felt the air rush past him. He ignored the pain in his body as it protested his risky movements. Having successfully reached the shoulders of the bear and seeing the throat, James took a deep breath to calm his nerves. He knew that the following action he did would put him in danger. Without wasting any more time, he slashed at the throat of the monster with his intact dagger. There was a squirt of blood from where he sliced a bit of the hide, but it wasn't deep enough due to the rocks that sparked upon the blade striking them. Not worrying about the impact of his attack, James immediately rolled under the bear's body. As he moved, he raised up his body to cut into the underside. With his body rolling forward and hitting the hide, James winced in pain. His arm felt as though it was being pulled out of the socket. It was tough enough where it seemed to grab the blade. But expecting such a thing, James committed to the movement. He pulled out his weapon as he continued to roll under the body. The sense of urgency increased as James heard the roar of the monster, both from it feeling the attack on his neck and on his chest. I need to get away from this thing fast, James thought frantically. Only a few seconds were needed to get clear from underneath the monster. You're crazy! Peter yelled out to him from where he was standing close to his girlfriend Kate. Rolling to his feet, James sprinted to gain distance. Spinning around to face the monster, he gaped at seeing the beast standing on its hind legs. That's a big monster, James said in awe. It was larger than 2 stories and built like a tank. James could only imagine what it would be like for the military to try and attack the creature. It was clear that even a tank would have no chance against the monster. Soon, the bear was crashing down onto the ground. The moment the paw struck the forest floor, it shook like a miniature earthquake. James stumbled on his feet, barely avoiding falling down from the shockwave. Close to the monster, Kate had used a shield to stabilize herself, and Peter had stuck both swords into the ground, grasping the grip tightly. Maya was far enough away where she barely felt the ground shudder, thankfully due to her role as a long-range damage dealer in the group. Adam had knelt down and used the mace to brace himself. James checked on the other team and saw that they had handled the shockwave better, not just because they were further away and dealing with their own monster, but anticipating what the beast was planning on doing. They had quickly moved away while not leaving themselves vulnerable to attack by the second bear. Though he felt himself sweat from the stress of dealing with such strong monsters, James felt a part of himself appreciate the encounter. Like the other team, the meeting with the 2 bears would become a valuable experience and aid them in the future. This was likely why the other group knew to move away. We're doing a great job at making this thing angry, Adam yelled out to the group, getting up from off the ground. That's the point, Kate yelled back. On the bear that they were attacking, it now had several shallow wounds. The fact that it was getting angry meant that it was close to leaving them, or something much worse.